Oh, whoops. Wrong game. Excuse me. You might be like, yo, play Final Fantasy Tactics, dog. But no, that's not what I'm doing. I mean, I was going to start a new game, and then I was like, no, let's put the tact pipe down. If you're anything like me, you call it Final Fantasy Cracktix because it is crack. And has been for 25 years. Yeah, this is going to sound insensitive. I don't care. I'm not British or anything. They did like it's been 25 years since Princess Diana died. Why aren't we celebrating it's been 25 years since Final Fantasy Tactics came out? Okay, so apparently trying to play another game F's with where I'm at with this game, but it's fine because I actually kind of goofed up as it was. Oh no, we got to fight the sewer hedgehog again. No, I don't think we do. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay, cool. That would have actually been my third time fighting the sewer hedgehog. I goofed up, and playing Final Fantasy Tactics, I basically deleted just right before the sewer hedgehog, so I had to fight him again, and here we are. All right, so this could be our last chance to escape because Fitcher is confident that when the Highland soldiers show up, they're not going to be like, hey, we're here to, for peace, so don't mind us. Fitcher's saying that's not what's going to happen. So he is wanting to have, even though he's not his boss, he wants to make sure Nick Cage is secure and not going to get slaughtered because he cares about the city-state. He's a big picture kind of guy. And to me, this looks like an underwhelming force. Like, what is this, 4-on-5? And now that Nick Cage is here, it's more like 4-on-10. So, and I know that these strategists and Lord Mackay, they're not going to fight. We have to assume there's tons of soldiers just off camera. Lord Nick Cage was right. Duh. Even if it means my death. Yeah, well, it wouldn't mean your death if you were more prepared. Oh, there's another sword? That means there's another dude. Whew, I may have underestimated how many guys they have. The Farts army isn't here yet. So while they're having a casual conversation, Nick Cage is like, oh, excuse me, I need to kill these 6 guys. And I'm going to do exactly that. Just Nick Cage is like, you guys can chill. I got this. Which, don't you think if Nick Cage were to step forward in front of the state soldiers a little bit more, he could do this to thousands of guys? What's stopping him, right? Oh, by the way, when I fought the sewer hedgehog again, same result. Only Tuta went down. She actually went down faster this time. And it was almost like a statistical anomaly because she was down to one knee, and then she medicined herself, and then he did a group attack again. It did 102 damage, and even though she just medicined herself for 100, that was too much. So, I can stand here and fight soldiers all day, which you'd think, based on how many guys we're seeing, it wouldn't take long, but we have to assume there's an infinite number of soldiers. So we have to say, okay, let's go. And Nick Cage walks fast in this situation. And now he's walking slow. My point is, we've all seen him run, actually. We've not walk faster, run. All right, so I just said, are you going to give up on 2 rivers? And apparently from here, across 2 rivers, we heard the, God, I don't want to call them winged freaks. The wingers? I guess they're just called wingers. We heard Chaco say, it's not over yet, like he's Mega Man or something. Mega Man says that in Mega Man X4. I think that's the one I've played. I ended up selling it on eBay. Because it was $18 on eBay, or I can just have it as an emulator. Both good options, but I'll take the money. Alright, so now the wingers are involved. They are providing aerial attacks, and also there's more on the ground with spears, as you can see on the far right. And Chaco is making fun of Makai because he's like, well, I thought you guys were just a-holes that mooched off this city. And he's like, no, we're not. We're also here to fight. So. Oh, you know what? I was supposed to go see Grandma, but I did not. So that was rude of me. And I just keep having to harass Ridley and say, are you going to protect this town instead of your district? So now the kobolds are like, hey, we love the whole town, even though if you walk around, other than Bob being in the kobold district, you never see anyone outside of their region. Would you think that would be a simple change after the Two Rivers fight where everyone is like mingling, you know, like, but they don't do it. It's just like things don't change. All right, so the Winged Horde, which as far as I can tell is just like dudes inaccurately dropping bombs. Look at that, and the bombs aren't doing anything. One that basically hit a guy, that hit a guy, and they're still like, nah, it's nothing. I don't know why I'm being so critical of these, just 90s cycling graphics or whatever, but that's what I'm here for. All right, so Makai is inspired, but like, who cares? You talk about your death, but you didn't pick up a sword. There's plenty on the ground, I'm sure. All right, and even with the advance of the Kobold army, it's still not quite enough. I wonder what's gonna happen. You guys can chill. I'm just gonna kill them all again. I think they should make the soldiers a little stronger each time they come after you. Not like it would make sense or anything, but it would just be like, it would punish me for being like, nah, I got it. And then the commander survives, and then I have to do a second wave because I was cocky. But I get away with being cocky. That's cool, right? And a very practical Ridley is saying, well, if everyone got killed, where are we going to go? Practical as opposed to romantic. All right, and then Klaus is like, hey, I didn't think about this possibility, even though I'm supposed to be a genius strategist. But the Farts army has appeared at our flanks. So the Kobold village is coming from the south, even though there's clearly like 40 people that live in the Kobold village. Yep, Nick Cage has the power to bring people's hearts together. Pretty cool. I always like that about the Sukioden characters. It's like their greatest quality. Also, have you noticed, like, are these swords made out of foam? Because they're like taking a lot of hits and like they're fine for the most part. Klaus said he was going to give the command. He doesn't even go, hey! He just like walks away and everyone's like, I guess I have to leave too. Again, I'm just terrorizing the recycling graphics or whatever. All right. Something about me being an old man. Aren't I so good at following what's happening in the story and relaying it to you? Hey. All right, so Solange is like, hey, don't blame me. And Luke is like, no, I am going to blame you. I'm going to cut your head off, actually. Spoiler alert. So he points out they had a brilliant strategist. And, if they were confident enough, they could have just kept pressing. And there's no way that Nick Cage's unit would have stopped Solange. And even if he did, where would he go from there? I think that he could have also cut off Colgan and Seed's head while he's at it. You know what I'm saying? Because they were his second in command, and they didn't do anything impressive either. For chopping heads, make everyone accountable. And if this is your first time through the game, you might look around and go wait a second. Someone here looks differenty. Someone I'm not used to. No one wants their head cut off, so everyone's staying quiet. Except the new guy. Who is this new guy? It's Joey. He looks a little fancied up. Don't be so confident. Luke is cool. Alright, so he's saying he just needs 5,000 warriors and he's going to take Green Hill. And he's like, yeah, sure, I'll give you 5,000 guys. That sounds interesting. Which, like, he's not wrong, it is, but it's also like you're risking 5,000 people's lives because you're like, yeah, let me see if you can do it. Like it's pretty he doesn't know who Joey is. Like he doesn't know that 10 days ago Joey was on the run from the Highland Army. All right, so Nick Cage collapsed after the battle. So Fitcher's being kind of cool, kind of low key about it. He didn't tell everybody. Kind of an important feature for a leader is to not just collapse out when there's stressful stuff, but it happens. I think I need to go to Mackay. Yeah, I was gonna say Fitcher will tell me. Shu is there? All right, that guy's cool. If a guy named Shu is there, I'll be there. Also, what a stupid building. Like, it's just a hallway and then the room that we go to. They couldn't have just slapped a door here and here. They could have been utility closets for all we know, but it's still just a stupid building. They were really not trying when they came up with the architecture for this. It's probably not the right term, but I also don't think it's wrong. Oh, I've been fighting yawning this whole time, but there you have it. Are you feeling better? You passed out. And it's like, well, yeah, I killed like 18 soldiers by myself, so cut me some slack. That's more than there was out there. All right, so, hey, was that your doing, Shu, you rascal? So the volunteers came from the south because they wanted to protect Lord Ridley and his reputation. So that's pretty cool. It's only 2-ish kobold places where kobolds are like allowed to live, I guess. Because like I said, they don't mingle in Two Rivers. They're just in their district. Okay, so Mackay's like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna join you. And he doesn't. He's like, I'll give you my strength. But Fitcher just got fired, and that's because Shu hired him. I'm firing you for a different reason. For the sexual harassment that's been going on all this time. That would be like an uncomfortable plot twist. Oh, alright. Yeah, I was defending Fitcher all this time, and yikes-a-reno. I saw someone on Reddit talking about how attractive Ulan was, and that's not my type, but I see it. They also were discussing, in the same thread, they were saying how, like, oh, do you go with Valeria? I think that's her name. Valerie? You get her later. Or, because you only get one or the other, the ninja girl Katsumi? I'm not sure, but either way, everyone was in agreement that Katsumi is the more attractive one, and I see it, but that's not for me. No way. Whoa, now Shu's in trouble for sexual harassment. He said, I'm going to get a lot of use out of that clever mouth of yours. I wish I hadn't jumped through that. I hope you read that. Oh, man. So much sexual harassment going on. Good name, Castle. I'm still so proud of that. What do you mean Amada is sick of waiting? If he's waiting, he's asleep on the boat because I have gone to and from, no problem. He's not there, so I got to get my wallet back, so that's a good thing. Let me see if Jean is here. No, she's not. Okay. I don't know if that means she's not available yet or if I'm not in a recruiting bubble. Because the game will cut off recruits in certain parts of the game. Oh, I tried to sneak out and not get my wallet. God, look at those toenails. I mean, I guess they're more talons, but... yeah, there's no... I think whatever you say, he's like, that's so cold. And it's like, whatever. Oh, maybe he doesn't. I guess the other way. And you just have to say yes, but... yeah, whatever. Because I let you join my army, can I have my wallet back? Oh, because we're friends, not because it's the right thing to do. Yep. Fitcher might have a clever mouth, but he's not good with money, apparently. So those two rascals are off on another whirlwind adventure of give me my money back. I'm going to head south again and see if they have the ancient text. I don't think they do, but you never know. If I could be kobold. Man, if there was like a fantasy league of Sukioden, that'd be a good name. Ooh, a failure urn. Oh, they do have the ancient text. Cool beans, as Andy Samberg famously says. At great length in one of his movies. I mean, Hot Rod, not one of his movies. I don't know how many he's in, but I've seen most of them, I guess. Andy Samberg's cool is the gist of this rambling. The cool beans thing turns into a song when him and his friend that I never remember his name, they go back and forth saying cool beans, cool beans, and it's pretty cool, just like beans. Beans from Even Stevens, that is. Boy, I can ramble with the best of them. I'm like Midoriya over here. All right, so there's no Tingar and Hicks. Like I said, I don't think I can recruit right now. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can get Granny. Hey, Granny! With her, you just have to talk to her like 3 times. And she kind of just gives you like, she points you in the right direction. Okay, now she's gonna join. So I guess I can recruit right now. I don't know what I'm saying is a little rough, but it's a little rough. Alright, she's gonna head to Good Name Castle alone. Which, if Amada wakes up and takes her on the boat, it's a pretty short journey, so... Not worried about her. Not worried about old Granny. Oh, you know what? I forgot to buy fried tacos. Because that's how you get this guy. You have to have a nice toasty look, which you get from eating tacos. And actually, being toasty is a really good benefit in this game, because you're... Yeah, when you're toasty, you're getting like 10 health per turn, which is better than the stupid water crystal. Oh, you know what? I have the friendship rune on. Earlier I said I had a water, but I was like, didn't seem right. Okay, so let's get back to the castle. They're gonna make me their queen. That's a Halsey song. She's a babe. Just gonna say it. Bold thing to say, I know. Anytime she's hosted Saturday Night Live, she's real big on flaunting her body, and it's rad. It's a rad bod. I'm always like, good for you with that bod. One time she was in a cheerleader skit, and she ended up in the like ceiling tiles, and it's just like a cheerleader butt shot, I guess. Anyways, I'm gonna save it here this way, and I'm gonna save it this way, and I'm gonna stop there. See you guys next time.